Hey everyone, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. We are, as always, your hosts.
Arne and Carlos.
Yes, we are.
And today we are back with our crazy quilt. Actually, it has dawned on me, Arne, that realistically speaking, this is a quilt that we can actually finish maybe this year,
Yeah, hopefully.
maybe sometime at the end of the year. You may remember we did an episode not so long ago. It was last fall, and the episode was on doing crazy quilt patch. And we have the old ones that we did a long time ago with fabrics that are really old, and then we tried to do one. If I can show this one, the one that we did for you guys with all the colors, trying to match what we have here
in the old ones.
Yeah.
And these old quilts are actually this. I think I said it before, but I can say it again. This is fabric that was used as insulation in the windows in the old house that I grew up in. And my grandmother said that her father changed a window when she was a kid, and she was born in 1910. And since she remembered that the windows were changed. They must be from at least before 1920, probably.
Yeah. And so what we've been doing is putting them together, and the old ones that are done also have embroidery stitch on them. And so last fall we spent quite a lot of time in front of the sewing machine, and we made, I don't know, how have you counted
I
them?
thought we had enough, but I think I'm going to still have to make a little bit more.
Yeah.
I have not counted them.
We've made a huge stack of them, and today we thought we'd do a show and tell.
Yeah.
And show you a few, or if not all, of the patches that or square blocks that we've done after we did the one on YouTube. And then we're going to come back a couple of times this year and show you different embroidery techniques that you can do around your crazy quilts.
Yeah.
And then the plan is that by fall, hopefully we'll be able to start joining them. And then we'll come back and show you maybe how we put the pieces of the, shall we call it a puzzle?
A puzzle, yeah, because that is quite a big important job.
Yeah, it is. And then the final jewel on the crown will be when we show you hopefully a ready-made quilt. We're gonna have to start discussing the sizes as well and what we're gonna use it for, but it is coming out very nicely. So anyway, if you remember, here's the first block with all the pieces that we made to match these here. And what we can do, Arne, I think...
This four has to blend in when we start doing the...
So let's do this.
The design.
Let's take out the new one because we've already done that. And then let's put 3 of these on the table. And then what we can do is we can put the 4th one in, and then you can see whether they blend or not.
That blends good.
Yeah.
Nope.
So this one is done with a mixture of our own fabrics that we designed for Louis and Irene.
Yeah.
And then we've got some Liberty fabric here. This is Taralon. And then some other scraps that we have. Yep.
Yeah, I think some of these also are like this striped one here. That is from, is it called like this, there was like a pile of, is it fat quarters or what is it called?
Yeah.
So which I found in a fabric store somewhere.
Yeah. And we're recycling, so the back of all of these, we've backed them with an old sheet. Yeah, it was one of those Scandinavian, the ones where the duvet covers. So it's a double, 2 sides sewn together. And there was a hole in them. They were worn out, and so we decided to just cut them up and use this as the backing fabric.
And we just rip them because it's a basket weave, so it's easy to rip in equal sizes. Yeah. And we also, for this project, it's also nice to get rid of a lot of thread because we have so much thread lying around from the time in the fashion business. Yeah. So we just use everything that's been lying around for ages.
So let's look at a couple or a few more.
And it's actually, I'm looking forward to start to putting them together.
Yeah,
because we have to make a plan. We have to see everything flat, and I think that like you don't want to have like if 2 colors meet, that's also something, or we have to be careful not to end up with, like, say, if we have only a few one with this fabric,
Spread them out.
we have to spread them
We have to
out.
make sure to spread these out as well.
Yeah, this has to
Yeah.
disappear into the crowd.
And here I see you've already started playing a little bit with the
Yeah, I
embroidery.
started to do some embroidery things.
This is very nice. This reminds me a little bit of a Norwegian colorwork
Yeah.
sweater pattern.
Like, yeah.
So very, very cool. So we'll be talking about these and we'll be showing you these, you know, in the next few months, I suppose.
Yeah, because sometimes when you do this thing, you just start in the middle of the square, and you just sew and you iron it down and you work your way around. But sometimes you can be, it can be that you have to overlap something, like on this one, because we had to fold the fabric in and hide the edges of this one, because it, you know, we didn't work around, we work like randomly all over the place.
Yeah.
So sometimes you have to fold the fabric in. That's why there are a lot of needles in the quilt for now.
So this one is a work in progress, or have you discarded it?
I think this is work in project.
Working.
There was one that came out a little bit too tiny.
It's this one here, right?
So I think I just had to take it out and.
No, actually, this is the smaller one.
Yeah. Because I thought I was out of this fabric, and then I went through the stash in the storage house after ripping up this fabric, and I found another pile of this. So we have probably enough squares for two.
So this one's the same size. So this one's a work in progress. This one's too small. But my question is, can't you just?
I can add fabric on the.
That's what I was going to say. Can't you just sew it onto a block and then do the crazy quilt on top? I think you can. So that you don't need to waste all of this. This is all good.
Or I can actually sew another fabric and iron it down and just cut it.
Yeah, right. And you can cut around. And then add this whole thing to, So there's many ways of doing it. It's not going to be thrown away.
So I think it will take some time to do all the embroideries, but then we have something to do during the winter.
Yeah.
It would be nice.
Well, and still, you can put these together before you embroider them, I guess. Although it would be easier to do it.
I think I like to embroider them before.
Because
then you have this little piece of fabric and you can do this while you watch TV.
The moment I said it, I realized how convenient it is to work on a small block. Before you add it to a bigger hole.
It's a lot of fabric.
It is, So don't do that. That was a stupid idea.
So there you can see.
Yeah, here you can see this one's ours. This is Liberty Tarala.
This is ours.
This is the pine cone fabric. This is the cloudberries, the ferns. Yes.
So a piece of the strawberry teeth.
From Liberty,
Liberty here. Where is that? Here it is.
There it is. Yes.
Here's the strawberry teeth.
And then here you have, is this part of the...
That's a piece of that one.
Right. So we've used the blank or the duvet cover as backing, but sometimes we use it in the front as well.
Yeah.
So
this is work in progress. So it will be fun to start.
Yeah.
But since I think we have to have more, I have to go through the stash again and find fabric that match these fabrics. And then there will be a few pieces with something totally new.
Yeah.
So then it will be very important when it comes to sewing these together. I think we have to spend some time putting these out on the floor and moving the
making it
pieces around.
And then I'm sure people are going to wonder why the needles are still in it. It's a secret. We will tell you maybe another time. But there is a reason. There is a purpose for putting the needles there. But we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
Anyway, here we have a few more to enjoy. Again, my favorite, the pine cone. Here's the ferns that we designed, and then combine them with these. This is nice. This is not ours, but
and also when we have these small pieces of fabric, we love to do especially me, I love to do the doll dresses, because that's kind of my kind of therapy or in my meditation. I do doll dresses, and then you get a lot of cutouts and scraps. So that's why it's so fun to make these things. So most of the time it comes from something else. It's not many times we take a fabric and rip it up and sew it. because most of the time there are some, but most of the time they are scraps from something else.
Yes.
Okay, Carlos, I don't think there's so much more to say this time. or
No,
what do you
other
think?
than wow, loving this one. Is this
Loving
one of the South African fabrics?
Yeah,
Yep.
because I fixed my trouser.
3 cats.
3 cats, and some of the pieces were so small that I
Yeah.
couldn't use them as patches on my trouser, and then they went
Yeah.
into the...
You all probably have seen Arne's very famous South African trousers now. They're a pair of mended jeans with all these different South African fabrics that people are commenting and loving, including myself. You have expanded them, so I'm going to see if I can fit in them now.
Yeah, I had
Arne's very nervous about that.
I had to add 2 centimeters
Hmm.
in the side because it shrunk.
Did you bring them?
No.
Okay, so I'll have to wait until we get home from this
But I think
trip.
we have a video on when we started that,
Yeah.
because I think that trouser actually was mended with the basket weaving in embroidery yarn.
But I wasn't asking to show it here. I was asking so that I could try them on. You know, I'm a bit selfish right now when I'm thinking about those pants.
But I don't have them here.
No.
They're at home, and you can try them on.
I will. Anyway, a few more of the beautiful blocks, and we hope that you have enjoyed this episode. And if you have, please
Thumbs up.
give it a
Maybe
big
you are
thumbs
so inspired now that you're going to go through your scraps and start sewing.
So like and subscribe, and make sure that you have your notifications turned on so that you never miss an episode. And we have a members area here on our YouTube channel with a lot of additional content. So if you're after more Arne and Carlos, do consider becoming a member. All you need to do is look at the subscribe button here on our YouTube channel, and there's also a join button next to it. And you can join by selecting your tier, and you'll get additional content like shenanigans, cooking episodes. We've got a bunch of live streams with knitting help that are coming, and badges, emojis. And we've been doing this now, the members area, for over a year, which means that we've already gotten quite a lot of content for you to consume and enjoy. So do go have a look at that, and we will see you again soon.
See you soon.
Okay, toodaloos, bye.
Toodles.